The school part of college football can be a bit of an afterthought, but not today. We dip into History 101 and see what happens when two historical figures, warriors, people of mythical proportions, clash in a battle to the finish. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on another SEC rival, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Commodores will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you could have all week, you could have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down. And now maybe you can put them in a passing situation on third down.
And the Sooners are on the move. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Took a shot as he threw. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Commodores offense will go to work for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Complete on third down. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Alexander.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success, and then you go attack deep later on.
Looking left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and a lot of offenses, when they get their free safety matched up man-to-man, they're going to take shots because they believe their guy can win. Really nice man-to-man coverage and a nice job making a play on the ball at the end that results in an incompletion.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The give to the back. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. The Commodores pick up the first down.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense is...
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Red pass, it's complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting his feet in bounds.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. Absolute shank. Missed it. So it'll stay 3-0 after the missed field goal.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
Jukes his way for more. Strong, firm tackle.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
The Sooners send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 27. A quick pass to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off-play action on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Makes the grab. It's Fitzgerald. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. And the missed connection on 3rd down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be his 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he needed every little bit of strength to somehow sneak that over the crossbar. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Buys a little extra time. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Makes the grab. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. quarterback will keep it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in the defense.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Punt is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the run, it's Alexander. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The short hands, it's Gibson. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Kearney on the Jets. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Hits the accelerator to the right. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business. What a shot in the arm something like that can give you. You take over 1st and goal from the 3. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looking for block. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Wants to throw. It's Pavia. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it on the outside. And he's brought down after a huge completion. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hoskins. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. From the gun. Wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Wants to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores!
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this...
Snags it on the right. Turning it on. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown Sooners.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they got play. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. To the air, it's Pavia. Oh, they're after him. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know the pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The play action fake. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. The Commodores will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Got the quick completion. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. With the catch, it's Sategna. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the option. Now the pitch.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Get it out on the screen. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And he's knocked down.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Holds and fires it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Line gets set, first down. That's caught. It's Lewis.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lewis. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
Got it behind the line. It's Kent. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the fourth quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last two snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
Powers through. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Unloads quickly. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and fires complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Looking to buy time. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Ott. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The Sooner fans booming He's on the parry on third down. And the Commodores will keep this drive going.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Grab behind the line. It's Harris. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. The quick out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Sooners are threatening in the red zone. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 14 to Colorado. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The defense takes matters into its own hands. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Game-changing play for this defense, stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. incomplete. And, man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.